I didn't expect the honor of witnessing your both, actually. A lady calling herself a mage asked me to come manage her flower shop. At about the same ending today's busy schedule with a drink crafted by you in person is true. I have faith.
Care to give this a try, Miss Emily?
Your artistry is truly a pleasure to watch. This tastes like a local variant of a Lumideuse Twilight. Am I right? The gentle and elegant taste, with its distinct layers combined with a hint of Mondstadt's characteristic scent, offers quite a welcoming flavor, all the while avoiding potentially discordant aromas. Though in reality, there's no need for you to be so conservative. I have quite a high tolerance for flavors that stray outside the boundaries of conventional wisdom. Your drink was nice, but it would be perfect if you could make one with a little more depth. A cocktail that shows off your unique understanding and enhances my impression of Mondstadt. If you need time to mull things over, perhaps you might find inspiration in a little light conversation? Thank you for asking. When I first got here, to my surprise, my trial fragrance, let's just say that even in daily life, in the end, I completely eliminated Valberry as an ingredient and turned instead to Windwheel Aster, with some success, I might add. They're part of my reward from the flower shop owner. I studied Mondstadt's Cecilia flowers many years ago. In fact, the fragrance of Cecilia in certain fields has become synonymous with Mondstadt itself. However, this is a special case. Some cats are quite averse to the scent of Cecilia. And windwheel aster, the various parts of the windwheel aster plant, I just took it for a little trial run at extracting exquisite fragrances from Usually, if it's before a halt, there was an officer named Terena who, in the world of science, besides, so I don't mind drinking. It really is. In such conditions, when scents are blended well, it seems when mixed properly. Yes, that's it. Perhaps you possess...
Here you go. A new and improved, Emily-inspired Lumideuse Twilight. I haven't come up with a name for it yet.
The colors are cooler and more refreshing, and the fragrance is delightfully subtle to match. Are these bright specks on the surface the crush? I'm sure it must taste wonderful. Let me try. In the language of flowers, your cocktail not only, therefore, ice the winds and clouds of monster. Really? Now it's time to slowly. Thank you so much. This is the most Once I get back to Fontaine, I will attempt to recreate this moment as both of. Once I've perfected. Until then,
So you're looking after the drink stand now. I've got to say, I'm getting curious. I've heard a lot about your mixology skills. I wonder what kinds of drinks you can mix with the ingredients Glenfiddia has prepared. I don't have much of a choice. It's just one thing after another right now. As the captain of the reconnaissance, so I've been intensifying my training lately. Being a descendant of sinners means I have to work hard to maintain my position. I'll have you know Anyway, on top of all that, my duel with Miss Clorand required a lot of focus and energy. Learning how to turn defense into attack and seize the initiative when facing a combined assault from sword and musket. Even now, I'm still chewing through the details. But in the end, the exchange went well. Oh, I sure could. Anything that'll
One twinkling starlight for Captain Eula. Hope you like it.
Judging by your confident tone, I'm certain I will. Well then, I'll make sure to savor this thoroughly. Huh, not bad. Sweet and tingly, with a delightful airiness. The fizzy water really brings it to life. I suddenly feel full of vim and vigor. But just one glass doesn't quite scratch the itch. How about... Don't hold back. You don't need to worry about putting me on the floor with nothing but a couple of drinks. Works for me. The first company hasn't assigned me any paperwork for tonight, so I'm free to catch up and try your new That's right. The merchant I got it. Oh, it's in that book Miss Magistus after a duel to properly play host to Miss Cloran. But Amber said something that makes a lot of sense. She said that even if this custom doesn't really... Besides, when I gave it to her... Oh my. To be honest, Miss Cloran's combat style comes from the mysterious Marechaussee hunters. A more recent newspaper claimed that Miss Cloran was an orphan from an underwater kingdom, and that before battle she would perform rituals inviting spirits to possess. Certainly, from my own experiences, Miss Cloran's abilities more than match those incorporating a commemorative That's right. You really know your stuff. I doubt there's anyone else in all of Tevat who could come. There's no need to make it sound so fancy. It's just an aristocratic variant of Favon. In recent years, Firewaters, you really are good. Why don't we try... As for the alcohol... Yes, I have. To make matters worse, leading them on this mission was quite eventful. It took 3 weeks of stealth operations in the snow. Those veteran knights faced the bitter cold and... Me? I'm completely fine. But it was mentally tiring for sure. But fortunately, the operation wore them down far. If any new recruits try to make my life difficult, I'll just have my veterans give them a few friendly pointers. If you want to know what I've been... They launched a diet in the past. Now we just need to bring our standard field... The problem is, the vice captain of the... In any case, after eating it for a week, you can hardly blame... Of course. Having fresh meals Brilliant! I'm looking forward to seeing...
Here's your all-new Seafoam Sword Song, mixed to meet your personal preferences.
Oh my, what beautiful colors! And you even added my romaritime flower fruit extract. The aroma is perfect, and I can smell the alcohol, but it doesn't stifle the fruity fragrance. Let's see how it tastes. Give me a moment to come up with the right words. I need to think carefully. I know it's unbecoming of a lady, and a proper connoisseur would savor their drink slowly. But I'm sorry. Can you mix me another? Ah. Oh, no. Whatever. I feel fantastic. This cocktail. Oh, it's the best I've ever had. I think I'm gonna head home and get some sleep. Don't worry about me. This is... By the time I've written up those reports for my exchange with Miss Clarand, I'll have been on duty for 3 months straight. Jean. I won't be forgetting this injustice in a hurry. You mark my words.
Suspicion confirmed. While patrolling the area, I was sure I'd sensed a familiar presence, so I came over to take a look. If Miss Charlotte were to see you like this, I'm guessing she'd take 100 sword-wielding traveler's secret side hustle. You'd make the front pages of every major newspaper, and there'd be crowd. Luckily for you, I turned down Miss Charlotte's request to accompany me here, so you're unlikely to be seeing any scenes like that. Let's quietly celebrate this moment of peace. And on that note, that look on your face, calm and...
Your caramel blaze is ready. Try not to drink it all in one go.
Huh. It sure lives up to its name. The color reminds me of a raging fire, while that aroma really hits you head on. It's quite strong. I'm all right. I just need a little time. As I recall, the last time I drank alcohol was at a wine tasting event that Navia invited me to last year from a purely ration. But when Miss Farina saw me off, in fact, she even gifted me a bottle. Out of the utmost respect for her skills, I truly appreciate all the trouble you're going to. Huh? Once I returned to Fontaine, I'm not sure I'd... On my way to Mondstadt, we happened to take the same boat. I've often heard Sigewinne praise. She's gentle and Oh, thank you. Best to just let... Since I eat a lot of meat, the slight acidity after the swordsmanship I had 8 different... Of course, there was still... I've certainly tried all the red meat dishes. I think I've had enough... To be honest, I can still taste... Indeed it is. The knight's codenamed Hazel. They told me the design has only just been... You're not wrong, but I'm certain you'll get to know. After handling my affairs, they headed to the tavern for a gathering. Drinking barrels of beer the night before. So what you're saying is, while Mondstadters... I've seen a little. I took a stroll. Navia's done some rather extensive research on this place. Many of the scenes and illustrations. However, the way she described... Perhaps because... Recently, while this has slightly reduced their... Perhaps it's because that scent, over time, the faint fragrance... Of course, there is a solution to this. The next time you find... If you also dislike... Are you already based on my so when the time comes, I think you... All right, I'll make... Even if it's still...
All right, this new creation is called Leisure Time Lightning, a cocktail made exclusively for champion duelists. Enjoy.
Have you added fruit wine? There's a subtle saltiness that combines well with the tartness of the fruit and the sweetness of the caramel. Each sip balances delicately on the edge. The color of the wine also fits well with the name. But where does the leisure time part come in? I see. Its unique aroma and taste. Do you think, if the chance were mostly for Navia and Miss... I understand. Thanks to you, whether I...
Huh? Is that Mr. Honorary Knight? Yippee! It's you! Auntie Eula told Klee that Miss Hertha had found someone amazing to help out. Seeing you here, Mr. Honorary Knight, Klee knows this must be the best drink stand. You mean this stand isn't already the best? Well, out of all the drink stands Klee's ever... And no matter what drinks Mr. Honorary Knight makes, Klee will definitely think they're yummy. Oh, you want... let me think. I know! I'll pretend to be Albedo! Whenever Albedo reviews... Get ready! These past few days, I've been having such a blast with Mom all day long! It's been so much... So... Klee wants to order a fair weather frolic. Anything like a bright sunny day will definitely... I wonder what it'll taste like.
Your Fairweather Frolic is here. Go on.
Wow! So, a Fairweather Frolic is this color? Purple sky. Is it supposed to be a bright... Clee will take a sip first. Then you can think about it more carefully. Ah, finished! Yummy! Both sweet and sour. If Clee drank this while eating grilled fish, I could definitely gobble down 2, or 3, or 4, or even 5! But one drink isn't enough. Clee wants to try a drink that tastes like cake. 3 square meals? Adventuring takes Albedo used to prepare all Clee. When Albedo's busy at Kaya's camp as usual, when my mom comes back, there'll be her Chocogo Crunchies left whenever I eat them. Yeah, when Clee gets back home, I'm gonna eat some salted nuts while reading my book. Clee used to eat cake after dinner, but Master Jean said it's too sugar, so Mom got nuts don't have much. This stuff? Mom, a dash of sugar. Put everything together. Clee can give you some. That way, you could make your own. If you get stuck, remember to come ask Clee. When it comes to magical candy, I'm an expert. Yeah, Mom gave me an amazing book recently. She said I have to read that book, taught Clee how to make something called propellant. Now, Jumping Dumpty can go. It's not hard at all. Bedtime's an important part. She has a lamp made of... Yeah! When something happens, sometimes Mom falls as soon as Clee learns how to use...
Yeah! Oh, right! That friend of Mom's who's always wearing glasses gave her a big Klee ate a whole bunch of... So if Klee... Yeah, that was Klee's looking forward to fight.
Ta-da! It's done! I just know you're going to love this new creation.
Wow! There's Dodoko candy on top! There's so much orange in this cup, and Dodoko looks like he's lying on top of white fluffy clouds. And the weather inside looks much better, too. Yummy! It's so delicious! Klee has to drink slowly. Mr. Honorary Knight, this is amazing! It's like Klee was so Oh! You're the best, Mr. Really? And when Dodoko sings, Klee wants to sing too. So, thank you. Klee's gonna go tell Mom that the best drink in Mondstadt right now is Dodoko's. Klee, then, you should learn magic too. See you next time.
So Hertha's even roped our honorary knight into helping with this little venture. Now that I'm finally free to relax, it's time to start doing Can't wait to see your skills in action. Of course they don't clash. A drink that packs a punch. The most suitable choice on this menu. It's not enough to know the recipe, though. That's the spirit. Now, show...
Grandmaster, I hereby present you with this thorny lake for your enjoyment and assessment.
Well, the color and aroma are certainly on point. But as for the balance of flavors... Not bad. You haven't overdone or skimped on any single ingredient. Perhaps I should have said modest. You followed the formula to it. Were you worried that deviating just a little might disappoint me? Hey, we fought side by side and dealt with things that even gods were loath to meddle. That said, if you ask me, you can ditch the nerves and mull it over. There's no rush. We can chat while... Speaking of this garden, it brings back memories of something that happened when I was young. I like to find ruined guards to test my fighting skills, both armed and unarmed. Once, I failed to take down a stray missile. As punishment, I had to run 50 laps around the city, repair the watchtower. Indeed, among the misadventures of my youth, this is one of the most memorable ones. He took 2 bottles of 100-year-old wine and sent D-Luke, who looked even younger than Mika does today, to work out a clever way to get rid of Faru, who was guarding me. It was so hot that day, I could swear I was about to pass out. On a whim, I picked some mint leaves, put them in one of the wine bottles, and the result turned out to be surprisingly tasty. After Krepis tried it too, he was full of praise. He even wrote up an official recipe for my spontaneous creation. His customers loved it. Several summers passed, and Krepis kept writing letters about giving me a share of the profits, as though I could possibly accept.